Honestly,
right?
it's not even a mix-up then, because it's not
It
the
is
actual
because
Quran
look,
that, because
because
it's
look,
not
it
the
says,
Quran that has not the Quran that has the issue. It's
but
the
it is the
actual
Quran because
interpretation of what that word is.
The Quran says in the Hafs version, nay, you. You see this?
They are
You.
both applicable because it's the same word. If they're both commonly understood as the same thing, that's why they adopted. That's why there's a Hafs version. That's why there's a Hamza version. Why don't
Ah,
you
I
start?
like what you. That's why there's a Hafs what?
That's why there's a Hafs and there's a Hamza. That's
But you
why there's
said
different.
version.
Yes, that's why there's different tafsir. That's tafsir. That
That's
is
why
not
there's
Quran.
different
That is
versions.
tafsir. That is not Quran. That is tafsir. That's
You're
not
one
Quran.
step closer to this
Highlight it.
side, buddy.
Upload this video. Upload this video to YouTube. You just gotta
This is
expose.
on
Not a
God
It's
problem
Logic
with
already.
Quran.
2.0.
Not a problem with
It's
Quran.
gonna be on there now.
This,
Yo,
this is why I came on.
A7.
For this reason, this is why I
A7,
came on.
brother.
Yes.
How are you, man?
Alhamdulillah.
By the way, Zach is a Muslim that's talking to you. He's a Muslim. So I'll just letting you know. He's not a
Zach,
Yeah,
Christian.
no, I was just joking with him, but
Yeah,
brother,
no, I
how are
know.
you?
Zach, are you Muslim?
Yeah, I'm Muslim.
So say La ilaha illallah.
Yeah, La ilaha illallah.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah, A7. If you want to make sure you want me to read off Fatiha.
No, you don't have to. It's fine. That's good enough.
I
It's a
love
good enough.
Zach, man.
You see, yes, we go.
Because you can only be a Muslim at this point, either a Muslim or a liar, one or the other. Either way,
Yeah, I'm
so
Muslim.
that's not my concern. What the reason? This is the whole reason that I came on live. I have shown you what your problem with is the tafsir, not with the Quran itself. You made
You
a
haven't
very
shown
bold
me a
claim.
problem, bro.
You made a very bold claim. You made a very bold claim to say that the Quran is different. But what we have established here
I
today,
showed
that
you
there's
it.
no difference in the Quran. There's a difference in
Wait,
tafsir.
how did
Upload that to
Zach,
YouTube, please.
wait,
Upload this
time
to
out,
YouTube. I have people to
time
send
out.
it
It's
to.
because it sounds like you're about to leave. Please don't leave. Zach,
A7, let me handle
I
them.
have, I
I
have
can
proved
handle
you.
them
I
if
have
you want.
shown you. You have not shown me the
oh,
Quran.
just
Quran
hold
is
on,
not the word.
hang out with us, A7. Zach, can I ask you something, Zach?
Do you know when they found the
Yeah.
Quran? Did it have
Just
the accents on top
A7,
of it?
slow down,
I have one
brother.
question. One question.
Slow down, bro. Slow
Did
down.
the Quran, when they discovered it, did it
Slow
have
down.
accents?
Let me ask Zach something, please. Let me just ask Zach something. Zach, you've been watching now for the past like 8 minutes, right?
Yeah, bro.
Did I successfully show that there is a difference in the Hafs version and the Hamza
Tafsir?
version?
In the tafsir.
Hold on. Let
So,
Zach
so
answer. Let Zach answer.
what I've seen so far, God Logic. Yeah, I've seen that you pointed out the tafsir and what's written in Tabri, and that's and I saw you pointed that out. But one second is what I'd like to respond to A7 about something, right? So basically, A7. So I was wondering, first of all, right? What prompted specifically this conversation? What was A7 saying versions in the
No,
Bible,
no.
or what was the initial dispute?
What initiated it is that I went on his TikTok and I saw that he had uploaded a video for his followers to see, where he lied on the Quran and said that there's two different versions or there's multiple versions, when there's actually one and only one version that has ever existed. And him claiming that there's a Hafs version and a Hamza version of the Quran is not the case. It's a Hafs version of the tafsir and a Hamza version of the tafsir. That's where he has an issue with, and that's what we can get into the discussion with and show you why it's not an issue. There's no issue because when the Quran was revealed, it didn't have the accents. There was nothing on top. There was nothing on the bottom. There was no tashkil. There was no.
There was no tashkil. Are you serious?
On this verse, that this is
Lord have mercy.
that's why you can put a fatha. That's why you can put a dhamma. That's why you can put different accents.
Okay. But wait. According to what we just read, according to the tafsir, what we just read, they don't mean the same thing, which is why even some rejected it.
Who rejected it? Nobody rejected. They're both commonly accepted.
Lord have mercy.
But not one. It's not one says Muhammad and the other says Allah. That's what you want to. That's
what
you want to say, but it doesn't say that.
Okay, so both of them say Allah. Wait. Both of them say that Allah's the one who's marveling.
If you'd like, you can go speak to Hamza. You can go speak to Hafs.
Yeah, God Logic.
My Quran.
Zach, help me out, Zach.
You know what, man? We just gonna have to pull out the TARDIS and go back to the 7th century, man. That's the only thing we can do, I guess. Because apparently I and you mean the exact same thing. And since we obviously don't know what words mean, we just have to go back in time and ask the people themselves. It makes perfect sense.
You can open the book and look for yourself. It's the exact same word twice in every single book. There's no contradiction there inside of the Quran.
So I have a question. I have a question.
So what you're living in is a conjecture.
I have a question. When you you keep mentioning like how the original Quran did not have a didn't have diacritical marks, which is true. The original, it didn't have diacritical
Not the
marks.
original Quran. This verse specifically.
The original Quran didn't have diacritical marks.
There were manuscripts that did and manuscripts that didn't. Different.
The oldest manuscripts did not have the diacritical marks, bro. That stuff came way later. And if you do not know this, if you don't know this, you need to do your research on this.
Buddy, I'm a theologist. I know more scripture of Quran and Bible.
You didn't even know about this. You didn't even know about this. You're learning right now.
The term is theologian.
Actually, upload this video and go back 5 minutes.
Dude, it's live. What do you mean upload it? It's live.
Did I say that it has tashkil? I said that in the original.
Okay, so here's my question to you. Here's my question to you.
Originally,
here's my question to you, A7. How do you know how to read it?
Because I speak Arabic.
How do you know if it's you and not I? How do you know?
By default, you leave it as Either way, it doesn't mean.
Wait, you said by default it's I? By default, you read it as I?
As And either way, we know who the author of the Quran is, and that's what.
Wait. I'm trying to learn right now. So you said by default you read it as abject ta, like you?
Ajab ta. That's how the actual verse is. That's how it would be without tashkil.
So then why was Ibn Abbas? Why was Ibn Abbas, Ali, companions of the Prophet, reading it as ajab tu instead of ajab ta?
Because it didn't have tashkil. When it has tashkil, once it has tashkil, when it's written down, that's why it's qira'ah. That's just why the Quran is qira'ah.
So my question is, why were they? That's not an answer to the question.
It is.
Why were the companions of Muhammad? Why were the companions of Muhammad, who you're supposed to learn the Quran from, who's the ink of the ummah? Let me finish the question. Oh, they had it memorized. So Ibn Abbas had it memorized. The verse saying, "I marveled while they mocked." Not you marvel. Not he had it ajab tu, not ajab ta, as you say.
Okay.
So
great.
Who's right, Ibn Abbas or you?
Okay, great. You said you go back to your first question. Not who's right, Ibn Abbas.
That's my question right now.
The first question that you asked was, how did they know that? Why were they saying "u" instead of "ah"?
Yeah, my question is, how do you know to read it as ajab ta? You said the default reading is ajab ta. How do you know that?
It doesn't have tashkil. If it doesn't have tashkil, that's how it would be That's how it would be read. Not how
it didn't have tashkil in the beginning when Ibn Abbas was reciting the Quran.
But are you gonna allow me to explain? The Quran is.
I'm trying to. Go ahead.
The Quran is qira'ah. It's something that is often recited, not often something that is often written down and then read and then recited. No,
I understand.
Because it becomes written down. If it gets written down, then and you're actually having to read it, not knowing what it's memorized as, and you're reading it, you're gonna read it as because it doesn't have tashkil.
That's not true because you have Ibn Abbas again, who's reciting it and reading it as ajab tu.
He had it memorized how it came out of the Prophet's mouth. However,
how Ibn Abbas was taught was ajab tu, not ajab ta.
Yes.
So why? So you're saying that was Ibn Abbas wrong?
No, I'm not. I can't say if Ibn Abbas was wrong or right. That doesn't matter. Either way,
it matters perfectly because he's the ink of the ummah.
Okay, if the qira'ah is "u," if the words that came out of the Prophet Muhammad's mouth was "u," then it's "u." It's ajab tu. It's not ajab ta. But
Very
if you
good.
read the Quran, if you have it written down, written down without tashkil, by default you're gonna pronounce it as ajab ta.
No, that's not even true either, because the people who had it written down were confused about it.
The people who had
this is why they had to add the diacritical mark. Let me finish. This is why they added. I just said let me finish. This is why they had to add the diacritical marks so that you can know how to freaking read the word and recite it. That's why the diacritical marks were necessary.
Okay.
So before the diacritical marks, you didn't know how to say the word objectively. You didn't.
If I was reading it off of a paper.
Okay. So when you have Ibn Abbas who's reciting it ajab tu, meaning I was surprised when they mocked, while others are reading it as ajab ta, you were surprised when they mocked. They understood there's a difference. They're reciting it differently with two different meanings, my man.
They are both correct. One has tashkil, one doesn't. It does.
All right, so the one that says you, Muhammad, was surprised, that's correct, and the one that says Allah was surprised.
It doesn't change the meaning of you or I. It doesn't mean you or I. This is hold on. Oh, I don't know why you can't process this.
A7, I can handle this.
Hold on. No, please hold on. Because this is what I don't know why I keep having to repeat myself.
Can you read it?
Read what in English translation? How about we read it in Arabic? Ajabta, ajabtu. It's the
All right,
exact same thing.
can you
Data,
bring up?
data. What's the
Can
difference
you?
between data and data?
This is what I want you to do. This is what I want you to do. Because
Neither
I brought up tafsir to prove my point. I want you to bring up something, a scholar or something, to prove your. Bring me a source that says that the Hafs version ajab ta also means I.
Okay.
Show me that.
So you misunderstood this, and now you want somebody to educate you. Allow me to educate you, and please listen with an open mind. Listen to exactly what I'm saying. Listen to this is the truth that you're trying to seek, right? Check this out. The Arabic language was actually pretty much not started by Arabic, but that is what we go based off of Arabic to see if a word is correct or not.
Bro, I am not interested. I'm sorry. I'm not interested in your explanation. I already heard your explanation. I want you to back your explanation up with scholars to support it. Show me the tafsir, show me the companions, show me the scholars that says that ajabta is the same as you. Like it's you, it's referring to Muhammad as him wondering.
If you go to Qur'an.com, go to Qur'an.com and type in that exact
let's
word.
do that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love that. Thank you. Quran.com. Let's see how they have it.
And you'll see maybe 6-7 different translations into English.
Okay.
But you know what doesn't change? Is the Arabic version of the Quran, which you claim it did. So therefore, you are now what? What does that make you if you said that the original version of the Quran is changing? It hasn't.
Well, it's crazy because one says ajab ta and the other says ajab tu. So it looks like the Arabic is different.
No, what does that make you if you said that the Arabic version is different when it's not?
All right, so look. Hold on. We're gonna pull up.
Zoom into it. Zoom into the actual word. No, zoom into the Arabic word. Zoom into the Arabic word.
Arabic. Got you. You see that? You see how it's highlighted?
You see the line on the top? You know what that is?
And what does it say?
That's called a fetha. Now go to the other.
Yeah, what does it say? I know what it's called. What does it say? Tell me what it says.
Go to the one that you claim is different.
Wait, time out. Tell me what it says.
I'm telling you, look at the fetha on top of the tat. Look at the line.
Look, it's on the screen, bro. Can you just read what it says? It literally highlighted for us.
Ajabta with a fetha. Ajabta.
And what is it? And what does it mean?
It means ajabta. It means God. God is saying that he's the author. He's the one that's speaking. He's not talking about Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
So who's the you?
There's no you. That's not you.
So why does it say you wonder?
Because that's an English translation. This is what I'm trying to say. Look at the Arabic word.
You told me to go to Quran.com. You told me to highlight and zoom in on the word. And when we did it, it says you wonder, and you're so dishonest. Look,
come on, truth seeker. Go to the verse above it. Go. I mean,
above it. Okay,
translation above it. Go to the translation above it. Compare the words in Arabic. Tell me if they're different. Go to you see the Arabic word.
It's a different verse.
Go to the same verse.
No, it's a different verse.
Okay, then find me an Arabic verse that's different than that. Ajabta.
What do you mean find you a different verse? It's the same verse.
That's case closed. So the Arabic version.
Did he say case closed?
The Arabic version does not change. The Arabic version is the same one. Isn't that?
This is the Hafs.
This man actually thought that he did something.
Upload this video. Upload this video.
Dude,
this video. I have your
this is the Hafs version of the Quran, my man.
Go to the Hamza version and read it. It's gonna be the exact same thing.
Okay, beautiful. All right. So take a mental note of this. You see it?
Take a mental note. No, take a screenshot, zoom it in, make your profile picture instead of your face.
All right. You see this?
Ajabta with the fetha on the top.
Got it. All right, now watch. Watch this now. Shoop dabba dab dooba doop dabba da da.
Neither and neither.
Shoop dabba dab.
What is the difference?
Dabba da da doo da.
What's the difference?
Shoop doop dabba dab dooba doop dabba da da doo da.
To answer that question, what's the difference between data and data?
Hey, that's a miracle.
I stopped, man. This is one claim that just got completely refuted.
I bet.
If you are not willing to admit that there's not two different versions of the Quran, you are now officially, I can't call you anything but a liar. I apologize. That's if it fits word.
No worries.
You're a liar. You say that there's two versions.
All right, stop. Hey, stop. A7. Stop doing all the waffling. Look at the word. You see the word where the purple is? What is it?
Is it a different word? Tell me that's a different word.
It's a different word.
Tell me Ajabtu is a different word.
It's a different word.
What is different about it? Data or data?
Do you see it? Do you see
What's
it?
the difference in data and
Can
data?
you wait just for a second. For a second. You said to show you the same verse and show you where it's not ajep ta. You said show you where it's not ajep ta.
And what is that
Is
word?
this
What is that
ajep
word?
ta or is it
What
ajep
is
two?
that word, Arabic speaker? What is that word?
Yeah,
Data and data.
You're out of here. You're not the truth seeker that you want us to be. Get out of here, man.
You know he was just using that as a term to gaslight you.
Of course. Oh man. MashaAllah.
Wait, guys. You remember what he's saying? And Dread already pointed it out in the comments. That apparently I and you are the exact same as saying I wondered and you wondered.
Hi, every.
Hello.
Hey, before Muhammad Bas goes up, may I say something before I know?
Of course you can, and hopefully you comment on what your Muslim brother just did up here, man.
Okay. So basically, what I was gonna say is that I see this one, right? But I'm saying a majority of them, besides this one, don't really have a meaning change. Like a lot of them, like how I pointed out, for example, and I forgot the specific verse, right? Like a lot of them, it's just basic like dialect changes, like Malik or Malik, like a majority of them. So this really
Those are differences, and that does even the example that you just used is a difference in meaning. One means owner, one means king. Those are not the same thing.
So listen, Avery. Let's say, for example, if you had like if we find a manuscript of the Bible, one says Jesus is Lord, and then the other one says Jesus is King. That's not necessarily a contradiction, man. That's just like a.
I know. Yeah, I'm not saying that
yeah.
it is. Look, I am not saying. I'm not saying that all textual differences in the different versions of the Quran are contradictions. I'm not saying that. Some are. There are some, but I'm not saying that. Like the one that you just brought up, owner and king. I'm not saying that that's a contradiction. Both of them can apply. Both of them can work. No problem. My only thing is stop saying that there's not a difference. Stop saying that. That's a bold-faced lie. Tell the Muslim people to stop saying that there's no differences in meanings in these variants. There are differences in meaning. But if you want to say that both the meanings work and it's preserved it's preserved in its message, sure, I'll give you that. But stop saying that there's only one Quran, word for word, letter for letter, vowel for vowel, unchanged, perfect all over the world, because that's a freaking lie.
Can I say something, every? And hi to you.
No, I'm at best. But one second. So you remember the So has like the word spread to you about the Umar guy? Like you know what we were on Clubhouse what we were talking about, brother, right?
Yeah.
So you remember when you were saying that when I was saying that's clearly the same guy, you were saying no, you believe that's a separate guy or the from his voice or something?
Yeah.
So what's your indication that you believe that that's a different guy?
He doesn't sound like the same dude to me. It's as simple as that.
Okay, but are you aware about that Jay guy who said he was born Christian has literally confessed on TikTok, and he said that he indeed was that Umar guy? I can link it to you.
Link it to me then. I'll check it out later.
Yeah. Okay. So do you feel kind of betrayed by that or no?
I don't care, bro. It's not my salvation.
No, I don't mean like that. I mean, do you feel kind of like that guy kind of basically like you?
I don't feel no ways, bro. I don't feel if people come up here and they fake, or if people come here and they're real, that's on them. It has nothing to do with me. You know what I mean? So I literally do not care.
Hello, guys. How are you?
What's up, Mohammed?
What's up? Long time ago.
It's been a minute.
Yeah. Can I say something now?
It's up to Zach. Zach's part of the team, so he controls whether the Muslims can speak or not.
Okay, so one second, Muhammad Boss, before you go up, man. So what I was gonna say is that when you said that it doesn't sound like the same guy at all, right? I tried to like compare like both of their voices like all over again, like a few times, and to me, bro, it sounds very identical. And basically, some people are saying stuff that Like they're basically saying that you paid the guy or something. That's what's going on. That's what's floating around.
I can care less. Do you like?
So
do you have
yeah.
have something like to bring to the stream? Because I don't care about rumors. I don't care about what haters say. I can care less, dude. I do not care. So do you have something like
Yeah, so
something good to bring to the table, or what?
not specifically. I thought I had a topic. Oh yeah, I was gonna respond to DL. You remember DL? You were basically talking about why Jesus would be born of a virgin and in the Quran, right?
Right.
So basically, right, what I was gonna say to that is, how necessarily would you put that question? Like, ask me the question you were asking last time, because I didn't necessarily hear it.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you guys hear me?
Let us
Yeah.
finish the first topic they was talking about before we move to other topic, man.
That's fine.
Well, they actually had a topic from the previous stream that that we wanted to continue today. Actually, it's why I did a stream so immediate.
Yeah, but let's talk about Ajabtu and Ajabta.
It's up to Zach. What you want to do, Zach? Zach is
y'all
my
can
like my
finish that
lead.
if you want to.
Well, I wanted to go to yesterday's stream because it was cutting out. Wait, is my mic good today, right?
It was good today, man.
It's not cutting out or anything, right?
You're good. You're perfectly fine.
Yeah, okay.
So it's up to you. You know you're the lead Muslim
on
my you know you're the lead Muslim on my panel. So if you want another Muslim to speak and change the subject or whatever, it's up to you. If you want to talk to DL, it's up to you, man. What you want to do?
So Mohammed Bas, I'll let him go up after. It's just a quick discussion with DL, right? So DL, go ahead. Let's stay on the specific topic about when you were talking about and you were wondering why would Jesus be born of a virgin in the Quran if he's not divine? Is that how you would put it, right?
No, I wasn't really concerned about him being divine. What I'm saying is, when you as a Muslim believe that Jesus was just another prophet, right? Hello.
Can you repeat the last part? You kind of cut off.
You believe Jesus is just another prophet?
No, I wouldn't really say that. Like, he is like a prophet of God, right? And we do believe that a lot of other prophets have performed miracles, and we do know all of that stuff. But I don't necessarily get the last part. Did you put it another way yesterday? I thought you did.
Well,
All prophets
what I want to say
like
is that
Muhammad, moon
okay,
splitting,
who's
you know?
talking over me?
No, DL, go.
Okay. I need to know the reason why he was born of a virgin. I mean, if he's just like every other prophet and other prophets perform miracles, then what would be the necessity of him being born or virgin born without a father?
Because that is God's wisdom, like Adam.
Wait, one second.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Zach.
Okay, so what I'd say is that if I were to say to you that's a sign, you would say that's insufficient, right? But basically, we do know that many of
that
the
is
prophets did have
a sign. A sign is sufficient.
We cannot hear you, Zach.
Right? Not necessarily.
A sign is sufficient, but you're going to have to let us know what prophet spoke about this as being a sign.
Come on, Zach, talk.
Foretold of it. It can basically just be a miraculous birth. Because, for example, we do know, this is actually a good example, right? Because some Christians I've spoke to on like Discord and stuff, they were saying that, not you, but I'm just going to restate what they said. They said basically Jesus being...
I don't know. He seems to be breaking up to me, yo.
Okay. Can we take Ajibtu and Ajabta?
Become like a camel, like by the power of God, right? Basically a carved camel, and then became an actual camel, right? And basically this camel, when she came to life, she was actually pregnant, right? So if we're gonna say that, we would also say that she camel's child will be divine. But basically, what we're trying to say, bro, is that God can basically he can perform miracles, right? He can basically make a human prophet be born of a virgin, and stuff too. He doesn't necessarily need to be divine.
Once again, you brought up the divinity aspect of it. It's like you all's ultimate default position.
I don't know
Listen,
that. What are you talking about?
I was answering it because that's how I usually answered it.
But I'm not making an argument that he's divine. I know he's divine. I know the prophecies. Okay. What I'm saying is your Quran is claiming that he was virgin born. And I need to know from you what the purpose of him being virgin born is. If other prophets went around performing miracles, doing the same things that Jesus did, then why would Jesus need to be born of a virgin? Why would he need to be a word from Allah? Why would he need to be a spirit from Allah?
The Quran doesn't really say so, but what we do know, it's like a miraculous sign.
It was a miraculous sign to who?
To the children of Israel.
Okay. So how many of the children of Israel understood Jesus to have been virgin born?
Basically, the Quran does say, basically, it doesn't necessarily, yeah, actually, you're right on that. Not necessarily the children of Israel, but also a sign throughout the Quran. Because we do know by God's power to do anything. And actually, on your point at that, I actually do agree, because they wouldn't necessarily know that Jesus was born of a virgin. But the Quran does say so, so it's as a sign for the people who read the Quran.
Okay, I read the Quran. How is that a sign to me? Him
That's
being
really
born of a virgin, what did it prove?
It proved that God, just as he can make a man from dust, he can give the ability for a virgin to give birth.
What are you talking about, Zach?
Wasn't it more miraculous that Adam's creation, he'd had neither a mother or a father? Wasn't that more miraculous and more of a sign than someone who just had 50% of a parent, and not a mother?
Yeah, but you do know what DL's your name, right? After some time, people have forgotten about that miraculous aspect. They have forgotten about the miraculous creation of Adam, and this is to be a reminder.
Zach?
Okay, all right. No more questions, Your Honor.
Okay, can I jump in now?
That's it.
I mean, we're going nowhere with it.
Okay, so let me talk, man.
There has to be more. There has to be more. We could do it.
What?
Oh,
there had to be like a good reason for Isa ibn Maryam to be like these three major things. Yeah. Being untouched by Satan, being a pure child for what? I mean, his message and what he did fell on deaf ears, just like every other prophet before him, according to the Quran.
You're wrong.
No, I'm not wrong, because Allah had to bring Muhammad as the final messenger to tie up all of these loose strings, that didn't get tied with the previous revelations. The previous revelations were corrupted, so Allah's track record's pretty bad when it comes to preserving his, the literary aspect of his revelation, and to correct things that Isa got wrong, or that his followers corrupted his message. And I'm just talking about in a matter of like 6 centuries.
I would even state from the very first century, apparently, because we don't have any record from the first century all the way to the 6th century that there was any view of Christ other than the one proposed by, all of Christendom for the past 2,000 years.
Right.
And even the heretical sects, they do not look in any way like Islam. Like at all.
That's true, Black Doctor, and we don't see anybody going around preaching that Jesus didn't die by crucifixion, but it only appeared to be that way. We don't see that. It's not a competing message that was concurrent with the message that he died by crucifixion and rose again.
Okay, can I speak now, or
are you addressing this topic?
What?
Are you addressing this topic?
I will address the first topic first, because you guys didn't let me speak.
Now, you can speak if you want to address this topic.
Right.
Not
So
this
just
one now.
well, just to address this topic that DL was having a conversation with Zach about. Can you hear me, by the way?
Yes.
Okay, so Islam has no continuity with the previous scriptures, and it's using terms that DL said, like the word and the virgin birth, the fact that he is holy and pure. It's using these terms without knowing what it actually means. So Allah kind of has himself in trouble because you can't even go back to the previous scriptures where these terms were used because they're corrupted or they're lost. So you have no idea. You have no idea what these terms mean and what their purpose is.
Okay, you can let Zach speak because he always speaks.
Go ahead, Zach.
Speak, Zach.
It's because Zach is part of the team. That's why.
I expected Zach to come with some stuff, man, some dynamite.
Yeah, actually. Okay, first of all, what I was gonna say is that Muhammad Boss, you want to say something, man? Because I'll let you go on. I'm gonna add stuff
You
after.
change the subject, bro. You go to other subject now. They won't go back to the first subject.
Oh, sorry about that. It's because I didn't get to respond to his yesterday point. That's why.
Okay, then
yeah, that was pretty well. We said we were going to discuss this specific topic in this room. Avery said it yesterday.
You speak about the other subject about Ajabtu and Ajabta, and I want to say something about it, but you didn't let me. And now you want
sorry about that. Sorry about that.
I'm gonna be honest. That kind of sounds like a personal problem, but okay.
Okay. When you talk about Ajabtu and Ajabta, this is when you look at the Mus'haf Uthman radiallahu anh, you don't have all these vowels. Okay? These vowels was get later on from the Abu Aswad al-Dawali, who was companion to the first Caliph Ali radiallahu anh. There is nothing wrong with Ajabtu and Ajabta. This is all referring to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because the Arabic dialect has other meanings. So, like English dialect, when you talk American and you talk like South African, they have different things to say. And I think Sheikh Uthman already explained this to God Logic, but God Logic didn't want to hear it from Sheikh Uthman. Sheikh Uthman did tell him that it's not different meaning, it is the same meaning, but in different dialect. As an Arabic speaker, I know that we Arab have different dialects. We have the same meaning but different dialect.
Can I ask a question? And how did Uthman pronounce the word?
If you read Mus'haf Uthman, they don't
wait. How did Uthman pronounce the word again?
If you read the Arabic Mus'haf Uthman, it's Ajabt wa Ajabta.
Right.
I don't think it's Ajabta.
It's Ajabta, but how did Uthman pronounce it? Did he pronounce it as Ajabta? What did he pronounce it as?
Arabic speakers will say Ajabtu. Other Arabic speakers will say Ajabta. Both have the same meaning,
right.
but different in dialects.
Did Uthman say any? Did Uthman say any of those two? Or Muhammad? Hold on. I asked you a simple question. Did Uthman say any of those, or did he say something completely different?
Who are you talking about?
Uthman. You brought up Sheikh Uthman.
You brought up the Sheikh.
You brought up Sheikh Uthman.
He didn't tell.
And so I asked you, how did he pronounce it? So he didn't say Ajibta or Ajibtu.
You can pronounce.
What did he say? Since you're going to use Sheikh Uthman as the authority.
Sheikh Uthman did explain to God Logic عجبت and عجبت. Yes, both.
You're not
Wait,
answering the
how
question.
did
You're
he
not answering the
pronounce
question.
Muhammad?
I shall
asked.
ask it for a third time, and if I do not get an answer here, we need to move on because you're not answering the question. You used Uthman as a source. How did Uthman pronounce the word? He did not pronounce it as Ajibta or Ajibtu, which are the words found in Hafs and Warsh. How did he pronounce it?
عجبت.
Ajibda. Ajiba.
No,
I
he
think
said
it was
Ajibat.
Ajibat. Yeah.
Ajiba.
It was
Something like
But
that.
عجبت or
Something
عجبت or
nowhere
عجبت, it's the same.
near what
It
the
was
word
the,
is saying. So so here, follow-up question. Since he didn't even pronounce it in any way, shape, or form that is related to the very word in the Quran, how are you taking him as a source?
Because he is reading from Mus'haf Osman without the dots. Okay.
I'm pretty sure he's reading the footnote version of what
Right.
he's talking about.
That's crazy.
He's reading the Mus'haf found by Sheikh
MashaAllah, you
Bahudi.
talk a lot of Sheikh Osman, but fortunately, guys, he destroyed all of you. No one of you
What?
can
Nobody's.
every
I haven't
notice
debated
failed.
Sheikh Uthman. What are you talking about?
Well,
Okay,
only
then
God Logic did. I don't know what you mean, bro.
got logic,
Like,
but
I'm
MashaAllah,
pretty
Sheikh
sure
Osman,
it was only.
unfortunately, with
So
all
now you're
respect to
so
you,
now you're just
you
you're trying to puff your chest and showboat. That's not gonna work here. That's not gonna work here. People who actually know what they're talking about talk with each other here. So
did
if
you
you're gonna puff
study?
your chest, find another live
Did,
stream.
did
So
you?
we can so now if we can actually get back to the topic,
I'm going.
which
It is
so which one did Allah say? Is it Ajibta or Ajibtu?
both, because this is the Arabic dialect.
So I was surprised and you are surprised are the
No,
exact same.
when
I
you
was
So
surprised,
they're
but
not the exact same.
Ajibtu.
like
I was surprised
just
when
a
they
second.
mocked. Which
When
one is
you
it? Now, if
when
Mom
you
said that I
say
was saying the word wrong, I didn't know what I was
when you
talking
say
about. It's not
Abduha and
Ajibta. There's no
Abduhi,
ta or
this is the
two.
same.
It's
It's in
Ajibat.
the vowels.
Right, it's
That's all.
Ajibat.
Hold up,
Now,
Hold on,
Muhammad.
so
hold on.
I
Let the video
asked
go. Let the
some
video go.
Muslims who speak the language, and I wanted to get their opinion on it. Are you able to read this, MD or Razan? Anybody?
Yes, it's بل عجبت بل عجبت بل عجبت.
Did you hear that? Say it one more time and say it loud and clear. Bel what?
What? بل عجبت ويسخر.
Abjepta with a ta?
Which عجبت, yeah.
Okay, beautiful.
That's why when we read the single verse, it's what you say is right. Ajibta. When you read a single word,
It is not Ajabta. It is not Ajabta.
what you say is right. Ajibta. When you read a single word.
So according to the Muslims who know the language, I, the non-Arabic speaking Christian, was correct. I was saying it right, that it's Ajibta. With a ta at the end, it's Ajibta, not whatever the Sheikh was saying.
Ajibat.
So how is it that these Muslims who speak the language and this non-Arabic speaking Christian know what they're talking about, and the Sheikh, the one who has the masters in hadith, he doesn't know the word that
The
he's
Sheikh is
reading.
right.
He can't even read it off the page. We see.
Bro, he doesn't even know what he's talking about. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
the Sheikh is. Hello.
The Sheikh is
Yeah, we're
right
still
in saying
here.
Ajibat.
Yes.
Can I catch
When
the
you
full
read
episode
from,
on
just a second.
Netflix?
When you read from Mus'haf Uthman without
I don't have a contract with them yet, DL.
All right. So
we are speaking
send me a
over
personal
each other,
copy.
man.
So you're saying that you said that because it's not the vowels, the dots and the vowels are not contained, that he's just reading it as if there's no dots and vowels, correct?
When you read Mus'haf Uthman, there is not vowels. Yes,
I understand. So
and
the
these
term,
vowels is let me speak as an Arabic speaker. I told you that these vowels used from different dialects, like waduhi, waduha, is the same meaning, but it's pronounced when you say it, it's like different, but it's the same. When I read from Hafs waduha, When I read from Warsh, وَالضُّحِي, that's not different when you say it, like different meaning, but it's in a different dialect because the Arab at the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam's times.
I get it. You're saying that it's.
Let me finish, but just let me
You're
finish.
You're not actually talking linguistically anymore. You're talking historically.
I am talking, of course, it's historic with the Prophet's time. Of course, the different Arab
but you're saying
tribes
that
and different dialects.
linguistically there was no
When
vowels,
you say
right?
how is the brother in America, in South African, in American you say how are you, in South African say how is the brother. The meaning is the same.
That's
They are
fine.
talking to
The
you.
meaning is the same, but the
They are
problem
talking
is
to
this.
you.
A
Yes.
dialect, like, okay, so this is the problem. You're saying that when you say the word ajibat, that phrase
Ajabat.
has no, sorry, ajabat. I said it right now? Is that okay?
Yes.
That term
No,
you're saying has
Ajepta. Do not say ajibat. Please don't say ajibat.
Yeah, because you're saying that if you could, okay, could you pull up the Arabic that doesn't have the vowels for us? As in like the actual mushaf of the individual that you mentioned. Because what you're doing is giving a defense that Uthman never said, or at least it is not incumbent upon anyone's knowledge here that he said that.
No,
Could you
he
prove to us
he was never referring to no Uthmanic Quran. He was going with the Hafs and saying there's no difference, and says it's not Ajibat, not Ajeptu or Ajepta, but it's Ajibat. We just saw the clip, so there's not even a question about what happened. So what is the argument here?
When you read from Mus'haf Uthman without the vowels, yes, it's like Sheikh Uthman is telling you. It's nothing
could I
wrong.
ask you a question?
No, it's
Hold
not.
on, let me just
Yes, it is.
ask him a
You
question.
don't learn me Arabic.
Hold
I'm
on,
Arabic.
hold on.
You don't even know how to say the word without the diacritical marks. How do you know how to read it?
Okay, then
You can't read a word without vowels unless you're Welsh.
Put some Quranic verse, then you can read the Quranic verse in Arabic, and I can read it. Then we can see who reads it right.
No, this is what we'll do. Can anyone read it at all without vowels?
Yeah, I like this. What we're gonna do is the next time you come, I'm gonna have plastered on the screen the old manuscripts of the Quran with none of the diacritical marks, and I want you to read it for us. Okay, we'll do that. Sound good?
Also, am I incorrect in saying that like the sounds here, like in Arabic, the way that you pronounce them, when you were in that live stream, God Logic, he wasn't reading the Uthmanic script because you never brought it to him, because our claim is that it doesn't really exist.
But if he wants to write it, he will.
They don't have the
Uthmanic.
But the problem is, hold on, Muhammad Bas. We're talking about what did Uthman read physically on the paper? What were the physical words that were on that page on that day?
He was reading Ajepta with the diacritical marks. He was reading the Hafs.
So Muhammad Bas, right? You're an Arabic speaker, right? Hold on. Muhammad Bas, listen very carefully. You're an Arabic speaker, you agree?
Yes.
Cool. If I gave you an Arabic word, hold on. If I gave you a word in Arabic, right? And I asked you, could you translate this word? What would you do?
If I want to translate a word to you from Arabic to English?
Yes. What would you do?
I can translate and then I can tell you what it's meaning.
Okay, good. So if God Logic takes a sheet of paper and gives you that sheet of paper and says, what does this word specifically on this piece of paper say? Are you going to translate the actual word that's on that page? Or are you going to refer to some other tertiary source that comes around?
No. I will translate what it's in the paper.
What was on the paper? Right,
yes.
right.
And
so
then I will
hold on. Sure. And
Arabic.
Then you would say that there are different things. You want to say whatever you want to say. That's fine. Here's my question now. With that being said, when you have, and listen very carefully, when you have God Logic who does not ever use the Uthmanic text, and I can ask you again, God Logic, have you ever brought a quote Uthmanic?
I know what you want to say.
Nope.
I'm gonna finish anyways. You've never brought an Uthmanic reading to this guy.
Nope.
Okay. You brought him the basic word that was written in Hafs. And he read Hafs and said that Hafs is Ajibat, which is wrong.
Correct.
right? So he's saying Ajibta, Bel Ajibta, that's the word that's supposed to be there.
Correct.
But he didn't read that word. He read the different word. I don't understand why you're trying to make an explanation that
He read
Uthman himself never said.
he read that same word and mispronounced it, didn't know how to say it, and didn't know what it meant either.
Okay, can I
Here's the thing. Even when you have these
Let's
linguistic
ask Muhammad
discussions,
now.
yeah, go on.
you guys don't let me
Muhammad, can you read that for me? What is this word here?
بل عجبت ويسخرون.
All right, what does that mean? Ajibta. Translate it exactly.
To English.
Yes.
Translate it with the closest accuracy possible.
Nah, translate it into French.
Yeah, translate into Latin, bro. Go on. Do your thing.
Okay, you want me to translate Arabic words from English?
My friend, just translate it. What does it mean? Just like how you're talking to me right now. So
how
you just read
translation
it.
works.
What does it mean, man?
You, I think you astonish about what?
Thank you. Beautiful.
What?
You were astonished. Got it. You
So
were astonished. Beautiful. Now let's go here.
Wait, just to clarify before we go.
Khaled, go ahead.
Yeah, because I want to clarify this point before we read this one.
Yes.
So you just read Hafs, right? Who is the you there? Just to clarify, who's the you?
It's about the Prophet Muhammad.
Beautiful.
So Muhammad is the person that's surprised, correct?
Yes.
Or astonished, or
Okay, who's the speaker?
Read that verse then.
Who's the speaker?
Allah subhanahu wa
Allah.
ta'ala speaking to Prophet Muhammad that you are astonished about or surprised. I can't.
About something.
All right, beautiful. Go
Yes.
ahead, read this
Okay,
word now. Read this now.
بل عجبت ويسخرون.
Translate, please.
Allah is telling Prophet Muhammad that are you surprised?
No. Translate, please. Don't tell me what it says.
Actually,
Translate.
what does Belajibtu mean now?
In the Arabic dialect, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says this from
Translate, bro. I don't want a tafsir. Translate it.
Are you
Translate,
astonished
please.
what they are saying?
Are you astonished? Is that what you said?
Yes.
So Ajibtu means you.
Ajibtu, you, yes.
Okay.
So this is your final answer?
Yes.
Ajibtu means you.
Bal ajibtu, are you astonished what they are saying? Yes.
So both Ajibtu and Ajibta are you were astonished.
Yes, referring to Prophet Muhammad, yes.
So Qurtubi, Ibn Abbas, and Ali, and all those scholars were wrong when it says that it's referring to God.
Those scholars
what
are
is
just
the
wrong.
Arabic dialect? That doesn't make
let
any
him,
sense.
Let
The
him
Arabic
answer.
dialect isn't
Let him
a thing.
answer. So Ibn Abbas, Ali, Qurtubi, Jalalain, Ibn Kathir, all of them are wrong when they say Ajibtu refers back to Allah.
They didn't say that it's.
They didn't say that. I'm glad that you said that. Now let's see if they said this.
Yes. Yes.
They did not say it, ladies and gentlemen.
But
You watched the whole thing, didn't you? You watched the conversation that I had with him?
Say it. If you mean that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said Quran, of course, Quran is word of Allah.
I didn't ask that. Did you watch my conversation? You said you were there from a conversation with the previous moron?
Why are you calling me moron, man?
No, not you. I said
He
the previous
moron. That doesn't mean
Yeah,
that you
but,
specifically are a moron. But that's up for debate.
No, but we don't call people moron.
I do.
Okay. Doesn't change the substance that they produced a moronic argument.
Now watch this. The meaning. The Almighty said, I am amazed at the recitation of the people of Medina. I am amazed. Okay, let's keep going.
So
watch this. Watch how they interpret it. Wait, watch how they interpret it. God does not marvel at anything, but he marvels at those who do not know. The meaning, rather, I am amazed at their denial of the resurrection. This is why are all of these people referring it back to Allah, Muhammad?
Of course, because it's Allah's word.
So they're
Allah
saying
is
that
the person
Allah.
that's
So
surprised.
Allah is saying that I was surprised. I am surprised that they mocked. I am amazed that they mocked. Right? Not Muhammad. I. Right?
All the Quran is God's word.
It's either
that's amazing exposition, but answer the question, please.
It's either
Allah
you're honest with me in this question.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that you are
Read the words on the screen.
to the Prophet from the other dialect, from the Arabs.
Again, this is very important.
Sig, hold on, because this is it.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's either you're honest with me right now, Muhammad, or you're done. That's it. I'm not wasting my time with you anymore. Okay. So tell me exactly why the scholars, all the scholars that we're reading right now, because as you see, Ibn Abbas, Ali, it continues. Abu Amr, Asim, all of them refer it back to Allah, and then they interpret it as Allah. Are they wrong by saying that this is talking about that Allah is the one that surprised? Are they wrong? Yes or no?
Ibn Abbas and all other is not wrong. No, I didn't, and I never ever said that Ibn Kathir and Ibn Abbas is wrong. They are telling you the meaning.
So
about
are they
it.
correct?
And I can say I can see there is a different meaning, or they are saying that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala astonished, he didn't know. No, they say that these words come from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed to Prophet Muhammad in 7
Wait, God
qira'at.
Logic, could you
And
put that back on the
one
screen,
of
please?
qira'at is ajabtu, ajabta, like
This is.
wadduha.
Hold on. Yeah, he needs to go because this guy is clearly lying to things that we can see with our eyeballs on the screen. This is crazy.
The cope
This is insane.
astounding to me.
Bro, this guy's taking like very dangerous amounts of copium, and it's actually like upsetting.
It's
very unsettling.
Can't make it up.
Bro, I thought he was saying in the beginning that they're both right, as in saying I and you are both correct. I thought that's what he was saying in the beginning. But no, he just wants to tell us to stop believing your lying eyes. It doesn't mean you or I. It just means you.
Bro, it is so weird, honestly.
So depending on the Muslim that you're looking at, I just want to know the truth. Which Muslim is right? Is I and you completely irrelevant? That basically I means you, or is it just you? Which one is it? Because we've talked to two Muslims. They've addressed the same thing, but they're given two completely different responses. Which one is it?
Man,
we're trying to help them by telling them this is the way that you should understand it so that you can actually help your life. And he's like, oh no, when it says I was surprised, he's just saying, I'm speaking words to Muhammad. That's definitely what it means. I'm thinking, bro, come on, man.
These guys need to go to better schools of theologists. It's not
even theologists. These men need to go to the DMV, just like pick up some rice, boil the rice, just eat some good food, and then come back and read the Quran, because this one is nuts. I'm gonna lie to you.
Tosh and Hassan, I need you guys to show your cameras. I'm not familiar with you guys. So show your cameras, please, so I know that you guys aren't trolling. Raise your right hand, Tosh. Tosh, raise your right hand.
I think it's like he couldn't even do anything.
Logic getting more advanced and then security.
Yep.
If you gonna make Avery be a bouncer, he gonna be a bouncer. He gonna feel his job.
He gonna bounce, bro. He gonna bounce like a bouncer.
All right, so Tosh couldn't raise his right hand. Hassan, can you show your camera, please?
Hassan says that his cam doesn't work. Yeah.
All right, then you're out of here.
Captain Crunch. Captain
it's funny because his YouTube name, his name is Hassan, but his YouTube name is Jay Jackson.
Oh gosh.
They really they're trying to get us, man.
Okay, I don't believe you.
This is actually crazy. This guy thought that he could choose the most like Arab sounding name, just like my name is Hassan. Yeah. Yeah, that'll get through the vetting. That 2-factor authentication, I've gone that. I've been there. This is stupid. Oh my days, bro. Honestly, man, this is insane.
My. Tosh, I need you to raise your right hand on the camera, please. All right, now raise your left hand.
Raise your right hand and recite the Shahada.
Did you see my cam? I mean, I can't, but you know. No, it is worrisome how they have to lie for their religion. It's actually like scary. Like I'm actually like shaking in my boots. You know what I mean? Don't worry, we're streaming on Twitch as well. Streaming as many platforms.
They're allowed to do this. They're allowed to do this, right?
True.
I mean, we got here.
We have a black guy called Tosh. What's up, man?
What's up, Tosh?
Hey, hi guys.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. Good. I'm good.
Okay, that's great. That's great.
So you said you had a question, man, or is it for us, or was it for
Yeah. Actually, I actually want to ask, like, if if the Muslims actually believe that the Quran, like the way the Quran was revealed, is the same way the Torah was revealed, or the Injil. I really want to be clear on that. Then, if I get my answer, then I will speak something further.
Well, in some ways, it really does depend on the Muslim you're talking about, because, like, I mean, if you read the Quran, it really doesn't even specifically say that the Torah was given to Moses, and of course, it doesn't say how. It just simply says that both the Torah and the Injil are not Saul. But the presupposition is that Jesus and Moses were basically given the Torah and the Injil in similar, if not the same way, that Muhammad received the Quran.
Okay.
I mean, that's the
So,
assumption at the end of the day.
yeah. So I think, the Quran, the name, it entails, like, it has a root word called the Qara, which means the recitation or to read something. So that actually suggests something like, if the Quran is a name that is taken out from recitation, then it means that that's the first time a recitation in a form like that would come out. So if they are actually assuming that the previous scriptures were also recited and they are not called recitation book, then it says something. Because in the earliest form of in the pre-Islamic period, something was very, very common, which was the poetry. So the poetry was in form of recitation. So I think because of what was familiar at that time was what the way the spirit actually came to use the style at which the poets were using. So I think that was how the notion or the idea of the recitation came into play. So because you always want to feel like, oh, Allah talks this way, he recites it this way, then so why is Torah not recited, or why is it not called recitation book? Why are they called scriptures? So those are those forensics that I feel that can actually jettison out their theology.
Amen. That's a beautiful question, man. It's a beautiful question. If we have any more Muslims that would like to try, again, you're more than welcome to come on up, man. At this point in the stream, though, I will have to hand it over to my brothers because my patient meter is running thin. So please, when you do come up, be honest. Please be. I know it's a lot that I'm asking for. I know it's probably.
Jake, I need to talk to you after this because I need these sounds, bro. These are sick. That was good.
No, my man.
You were saying, Avery.
No, I need. I don't even know what was I saying. Oh, it's for them to just be honest. For them to just be real, man. For them to just be real. Yeah, it is time. Stacy, how you know? You don't know nothing about me, Stacy. You don't know nothing. You ain't nothing and will never be nothing.
We need
You
to
ain't
get this man.
nothing. You ain't nothing.
Hold on, if I may, let me do this real quick. So, hey, if you like this stream, if you like what Godlogic does, go ahead and buy that man some DoorDash by going over to his Patreon, or you can do super chat. Give him some DoorDash for tonight because he's doing a great job in what he does. So go ahead and buy him something because he's doing such a great job here. Can I get an amen?
Amen. He needs an in and out gift card. That's what he'll be happy with. Just pay him in that, and he'll be fine.
So
I also want to give you guys, if you're going to come up, I want to give you a bit of a warning. Avery was the patient one. With the rest of us, we ain't that patient, and we ain't that kind. Avery has for y'all to wear down his patience is a 1 in a million thing. I, on the other hand, I ain't that kind. You gonna get these hands. You gonna get these hands.
He got
so y'all
time
better be
today,
careful.
Kaz. Today he got time, cuz.
I got
He's
time, bro.
a lot of time, and it's very scary, guys. It is very scary.
But yeah, here's the link again, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the link again for those of you guys who it's not for the Christians. It's not for the Christians. Zach is back. Zach Attack is back. Our guy.
Oh, that's who I was gonna ask about. Like, what happened to that dude?
Hey,
That's a good
He's
question.
part of the
What
team,
did
bro.
happen?
just
Zach Logic.
just to read something from the chat real quick. Somebody said this man is about to receive 485 tacos and 249 cheeseburgers. Why those numbers specifically? That's what's so
I
funny.
like two number
Nah, that's from
like
experience,
number 9
bro.
large,
Wow.
number 6
Kelly
Hey.
with 30.
Kelly,
There it
really,
is.
Kelly?
Yo,
Kelly with a 30 piece. Yo,
Ask
that's
and you shall
crazy.
receive.
Yo,
That's
Kelly,
crazy.
you just paid for his pre-dinner dinner. So
Nah.
Free dinner,
That'll be
dinner.
Kelly in the chat. That'll be Kelly in the chat. That'll be
What's
Kelly in
that
the
free dinner
chat.
dinner?
That'll be Kelly in the chat, bro. That's
Man.
crazy.
There you
Oh
go.
my God.
A7 is back. Why is A7 back?
You didn't learn his
I
lesson.
tell
You
you
didn't learn his
what,
lesson.
this man is really a glutton for punishment.
Is he?
Ooh,
A7,
what do
man, you
you-
talked about being a truth seeker and stuff like that, man, but you wasn't honest. And I haven't eaten, so I don't know if I can do round 2, man.
well, thanks
Did
to
you go
Kelly,
back?
now you can.
yeah.
There you go.
A7, did you go back to your theologist study?
Stupid. He's a theologist,
Okay,
guys.
somebody
Hey.
needs to kick out this dude.
Kick him out. Kick him out.
Kick him
Kick
out.
out this dude.
Elijah, kick him out.
Kick out this dude.
Why is it
Who is it?
always? Why is it always the people we
Bro,
know?
Take the dude out.
why?
Somebody needs to kick out.
He's dropping it.
Logic.
What? Who?
The guy that's on the
Zach.
screen right now.
Another dude.
Was it Zach? Is it?
It's
Oh, yeah.
crazy what they be doing, bro. It's
It was
crazy
Zach?
what they be doing.
It was.
I think so. Whoever
now
that was.
on.
No way did Zach actually do that.
That's not Zach. That's not
It's
Zach.
not.
It's
him.
somebody
He's
who's- so
using
here's-
his name.
It's Jay Jackson. I should have checked. It's that Jay Jackson that tried to come up as Hassan.
Wow. They're actually trying to shut down your stream. Can you imagine? This is
So
crazy.
we're at 1:30. Okay, no worries. We're at
What is
1:30.
up with these people, dog?
Was it a video or a picture?
It was a picture.
Okay, so it's the same guy from yesterday.
That's how they try to shut you down.
Why don't
So,
we?
just
How
from
can
now
we just
on-
immediately block
Hang
these
on.
people?
Hang on, just for now on, what you need to do, it doesn't matter if it's from people from before, because that dude or whoever the loser is, he's watching the stream and seeing who's coming on and who leaves. And it's
Yeah.
just- like it can even be me. So
Yeah,
from
but
now on-
here's the thing, Hunter. So here's the thing. So now, there's a thing where now I can see something. I'm not gonna say what I can see, but I can see something that lets me know if the profile is real or not. And so that's how I know like this Jay Jackson, who this Jay Jackson is. So but my thing, guys, I'm on my phone's hotspot, so I couldn't. My stuff is slow. All of you guys are frozen right now, so I couldn't even see anything.
is there a way to make somebody else that just in case?
Life.
Yeah, mod me up so I can control.
give
these-
him the mod.
these
Give him the
catfish.
pods. We gotta stop these, bro.
It costs more money to mod up more of you guys already. So if you
Hey,
guys trying to
if you
pitch
like the
in,
stream right now,
Hey, yo, I'm broke, fam.
There's
if that stream right now, you want to keep these nasty people off the stream, go ahead to hit that like and subscribe. And if you really enjoy what God Logic Avery is doing with this stuff, go ahead and follow him on Patreon. And don't forget, you can always leave a super chat. Those come, first serve. So we always appreciate those, and it helps also build the community and what Avery's doing. And it also keeps these psychos out of here that, still lives with their moms in their basements and will remain single for the rest of their lives because they're pieces of crap and scum of the earth.
See,
I
I'm
was
gonna
thinking-
say like this. What?
no, go ahead.
No, that's cool. It's cool. You do.
You
Should
know
we
what,
bring
but
up
I
A7?
do got to do this since I don't usually like to do this because, man, this is Chris's job. But, we got A7 in the private chat. Just he's trying to be, a peacemaker by mocking our religion. But if you guys don't like this video, we know that you secretly lick that black stone. So make sure and like this video so you don't become one of those stone kissers.
Yeah,
because that's paganism.
We know exactly who you are. We know exactly who you are. If you're not hitting that like button, if you haven't 434 that like button, like you fear disobedience from it and rebellion, then we know that you are a stone licker. So don't be like that. Don't out yourself.
What does that
Don't
sound
out
like?
yourself.
Them stone lickers.
Yeah, that sounds like you sound like you're from Houston. You know what I'm saying? Them damn stone lickers.
Exactly.
Them damn stone lickers.
That's what it sounded like to me too.
Is he
That's
talking
what it
about my
sound like.
stand?
That's my stand. That's what it sound like. You ain't Christian. You Muslim right now, bro.
You
You
a
Muslim.
stone licker.
Talking about them damn stone lickers right there, bro. That's what we talking about. Yo, my accent's great, man. This is good, man.
It's all right.
No, but on a serious level,
Hey,
at the camera.
yeah.
If you love the
I'm
content.
on the hot spot, man, for the fam, man. That's how dedicated I am for y'all, man.
Did he said he was at the hot spot?
I'm on the hot spot. I'm
He's
using.
on
Oh,
hotspot.
okay.
He's using
All
it.
right.
I'm using my,
I thought they shut that strip club down, man.
What do you?
Yo, this man immediately exposed himself.
Yo,
that's
what
one
am
of the
I
best places. That's one of the best places to spread the gospel, man. Come on. That's where the fish
Hey,
are, man.
they spreading something.
Hey, yo, what? Hey, yo,
Oh my
yo, what about that?
You better bring in that holy water, start sprinkling around the place, making sure you clean it on everything. You must spreading something.
So we got time. We got time. A7. We're gonna bring you up, man. We're gonna bring you up. But I want you to know this, okay?
It's
when I
the
bring
real
you
A7,
up,
right?
yeah, it's the real A7.
Okay.
When I bring you up, you're going to have decorum. You're going to be respectful on the panel, okay? And what I want you to do is I want you to engage with what we're talking about. Come up here and tell us if that Jesus is a Muslim and how you would prove that. Okay, you believe Jesus is a Muslim? Come up here and try to prove that, man. There's $2,200 on the line here.
He said yes.
He says you have to remain respectful while he's mocking our religion in the chat.
Nah, it's cool though. It's cool though. It's cool though.
All right, so come on up. There you go.
This man's gonna start referencing Bart Ehrman. Oh, now he is not in the right place. He is not in the right place.
He cooked, bro. He cooked. It's cool.
Well,
Hey, Seth. So hey, A7.
Can you do
how you doing, man?
Can you do the thing where you cast from your screen and show from Google? I want you to Google what language Jesus spoke.
We already know.
We already know.
We know.
This is for your followers,
spoke
you know.
multiple.
For your followers to see. What language was it?
It was
he spoke
Hebrew.
multiple languages.
Yeah, he was.
No.
He spoke Aramaic, Hebrew, and Greek.
Yep.
Wow.
By the way, he didn't just speak Aramaic. He spoke a specific Galilean dialect of Aramaic that was vastly different to the mainstream dialects of Aramaic. And the way we know this is because there were people who spoke other forms of Aramaic that would mock Jesus for his Aramaic because it was so trash. And by trash, I mean like it sounded slurred to them, right? It was that different. So it's not just Aramaic.
Okay. So he spoke Aramaic?
He spoke
So
a
are you
specific
wait, hold on a
dialect.
second, guys, because what did I say we were going to talk about when I brought him up here?
Oh yeah, whether or not Jesus was a Muslim and whether or not he could
prove
prove it.
This is my proof. This is my proof. What did he speak? Aramaic?
Okay,
Did he speak English?
He spoke. He was trilingual.
Okay, so he didn't speak English though,
At
right?
least.
So he's not saying hallowed by thy name. He was speaking Aramaic, right? And what was the word for God that he was using in Aramaic?
Wait, what? So
Okay.
you do understand that he didn't just speak
Aramaic?
He was
Aramaic.
he was bilingual. As a matter of fact,
He was-
said
he was
Eli.
trilingual.
He said Eli, which is Hebrew, lama sabachthani, which is a mixture of Hebrew and Aramaic. What do you not
specifically
get about
his dialect? It's not
So,
just
can
any
you do the
Aramaic.
thing? Please. This is where I need you to cast to Google so that way you can't lie to your followers. I want you to go to Google and type in what language did Jesus speak, and then I need you to type in.
Wait, why is
God-
Google my standard? What the heck?
Hang on.
Let me
It's
do
going to be difficult.
Hold
If
on.
you guys are truth seekers, open up Google and show it.
Hang on. Is everything on Google true?
Please do not run. Please.
No.
And I can
I'm
prove
just
it
asking
to
a
you.
question. Is everything on Google true?
I want you to prove what's on Google false.
No. You have to prove what you're saying is true. It doesn't work the
It's
other way
true.
around.
You would need to, even if we searched
Hang on a
up on
second.
Google.
If you're just gonna Google something, I can Google, did Muhammad ever existed? And I can find someone on Google that said he doesn't. That doesn't make it true.
I'm not saying everything on Google is true.
Okay.
I just need you to show.
Hey, Hunter, let him present his case from Google,
So why is
and
it
then
true now?
we'll come back and debunk him.
Please.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go
So
ahead,
why
A7.
is it true now that you're searching?
Why does that sound like a steak sauce?
Okay,
A7.
please go on Google
A7 steak
and look it up.
Because it's A1. Because
Oh,
he
it's
ain't
A1.
A1.
Please show.
Yeah,
your
that's it.
followers.
A1.
Please show your followers, because Aramaic isn't a spoken language today. That's not something.
Now go to Shake Google and
What we do have.
get your information, and then
Could you ask like Google as well? What Aramaic did Jesus speak?
No, this is
we're
another
right.
thing. Oh, we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
What
But
do you
just-
mean? No, this is another
Because-
thing. We'll get to that. You're
because
asking me what
Aramaic-
language did he speak? He spoke specifically a Galilean dialect of Aramaic. We've tried to reverse engineer it. We failed because no one
Oh.
speaks Galilean
So
Aramaic anymore.
what are the closest languages to Aramaic?
Hebrew.
Modern
What?
day. Modern day. What,
So
what are the
here,
modern
how about this? How about this, brother Avery? Are
Hebrew,
you
which
there?
is still a
Amir.
liturgical language that you
Is it
can
Hebrew?
speak.
Hold on.
I got,
Yeah,
I'm here. I'm here,
so-
Black Truth. I'm here, Black Doctor.
You fine, man.
You said Black
would
Truth,
you
that's
would
crazy.
you mind sharing my screen really quick?
Listen, this is not just for you guys. It's for all your
we
followers.
because we have the answer here.
Yeah,
So
this
this
for your
is
followers.
simple. If we
I'm
if
gonna
we want to
read
go to
this.
Google, we'll look at Google. What languages did Jesus speak? The general consensus is that Jesus primarily spoke Aramaic, while Hebrew and Greek were also commonly used throughout the Middle East and beyond during that time.
So what did he?
Number one, he
All
spoke
three of those
Aramaic.
languages.
It is the general consensus of religious scholars and historians that Jesus and his disciples primarily spoke Aramaic, the traditional language of Judea in the 1st century AD. Their Aramaic, just as Sig said, was most likely a Galilean
accent.
Sounds good.
Thanks.
Sounds good.
distinct than that of Jerusalem. If I could finish A7, you said we were going to be respectful.
You're gonna
Be
bore us to sleep.
respectful.
I'm trying to present the case.
Mute up. Mute up.
I don't have the ability. I don't have the ability to catch.
Then just close your mouth. Jesus spent most of his time in the communities of Nazareth and Capernaum in Galilee, which were Aramaic-speaking villages. The Gospels support this view, supporting Jesus using various Aramaic terms.
We know he speaks.
So
why are you being disrespectful? You said that we wanted us
didn't
to
he just
be
say that
respectful.
he wanted us to be respectful to him?
And we were being so kind as well by allowing you to go on Sheikh Google. You know what I'm saying? We were
said
trying our best,
disrespectful
man.
when he was the one that was interrupting, asking the question, and Black Doctor was actually answering the question. Like A7, you're not a truth seeker. You're just honestly just here to argue. You're not listening. You just want to be right. And that's why, for a reason, we can't actually talk to any Muslims on this app or in a conversation because of people like you. People who act like you, people who typically come to these conversations and they don't want to hear the truth.
And you
wonder why we
call
lose
us
patience.
disrespectful?
That's what I'm saying.
When you literally disrespected me while I'm reading and presenting the information, if you wanted truth, here it is.
Yeah.
You wouldn't let anyone else explain. Why should we let you explain? So nevertheless, I will continue reading. Jesus spoke Hebrew and Greek. Hebrew was used mostly by the scribes, the teachers of the law, the Pharisees and the Sadducees, the religious elite. Hebrew was likely spoken and read in the synagogues, so most people were likely able to speak and understand some Hebrew. We even see this in the New Testament, where Jesus picks up the Isaiah scroll in Luke and reads from it. Being able to speak Greek was a very useful skill, as it was the universal language at that time. It was the language of commerce, the lingua franca of the time. However, some protested to use Greek because of hostility towards the Roman oppressors. But we know that the Romans used Greek, and if you were going to talk to somebody like a centurion, which Jesus talked to, and Pontius Pilate, who Jesus talked to, you weren't going to have them speak to you in Aramaic or Hebrew. You were going to have to speak to them in Greek.
Can I say something real quick? Because he said, I didn't ask. Hold on. Here's something I got to say real quick. He says, I didn't ask for a paragraph. Here's the deal, dude. Nobody asked if you did. You asked simply, what did Jesus speak? We gave you the answer. Hebrew, Aramaic, and Greek.
You could even throw some Coptic in there if you're feeling fancy. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Correct.
So here's the deal, dude. you don't determine what truth is. All truth is God's truth. And the
Amen.
truth points us to what we're saying. You don't want to accept that. And you want to just talk about how, we're just going on and on and on. If you were honestly true to yourself and you were honestly a person of God, then you would seek after him no matter where it took you. But it's not about where it takes you. You don't want to get closer to God. You just want to get closer to Islam. You want to get closer to the Quran. You don't care where it takes you. So that's why it's like people like us who just lose our patience and we don't care no more. And we don't have to. You're not our daddy. I'm not your mama. I don't have to keep babying you. I don't have to wipe your hand or wipe your butt and hold your hand both at the same time. But you can at least be respectful like a common courtesy adult can be. But you don't want to do that. So you're talking about you don't want a paragraph? We didn't ask if you did. You don't have to be up here.
Come on, Pastor.
We can do this all day long. And we don't care if you're here. That's the bottom line.
And notice we asked him a simple question to prove that Jesus was a Muslim. And the only thing he asked was, well, what language did Jesus speak? Embarrassing.
like if I can real quick, hold on. Here's the fallacious reasoning that I'm talking about. Avery, can you share my screen? Because you talk about go to Google and just look up what did Jesus speak. Okay, I go to Google. I just type in Google. Muhammad didn't exist. Look at here. I just Googled it. Neville and Judith Turian advanced a thesis based on an extensive examination of archaeological evidence from the Negev Desert from the early Islamic period that Muhammad may never have existed, with monotheistic Islam only coming into existence sometime after he is supposed to have lived. So Google University doesn't help. So just by telling us to Google what you want to show or what you want to hear is confirmation bias. That's not how anybody, and you're talking about Christian brothers or cringing at us. No, I'm cringing at you. Everybody who's watching now is cringing at you right now because of this idiotic way of going about it. Let's get down to it. Let's actually talk about the evidence here. Let's not worry about what Google says. Let's actually deal with the primary evidence, and we can actually get on with our merry lives. And no, I'm not talking about Mary, the mother of God. I'm talking about simply just getting on with our lives. So this is getting a little ridiculous. That's my TED talk. Okay, that's all I got.
This is getting a little ridiculous, bro.
Anyways, I think we've accepted now the fact that Google is not really important. Let's just get to the nitty gritty. Let's get to the meat and potatoes. Yeah, let's get to the pounded yam and okra soup. Let's get to the Gary.
Somebody said Google says Muhammad didn't exist, so it must be true. I mean, that's the kind of reasoning. As long as if Google says it, then automatically it's true. Nobody takes that seriously. I'm not.
Your nitty gritty was Google. We can invite him up, but your nitty gritty was Google.
Don't disrespect my prophet.
I'm not saying he didn't. Hold on, just for the record, I'm not saying he didn't exist or anything. I'm just simply demonstrating the consistency. If we go by what Google says, I can look up anything in Google. That doesn't make it true. So stop just saying Google this and Google that. It doesn't help anyone, especially
more. I'm not gonna lie. Listen, I'm gonna look straight into the camera and say this. Listen, if any of you ever say go on Google and search up something, listen. I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. We don't care.
We don't care.
That's funny. By the way, Blessed said a tip for whoever is on the soundboard. Sig.
You just going to have to give this man about $2.
Yep.
Oh man.
Send me your little your cash app or something so I can get you this money, man.
Say nothing. I'm gonna collect my $1.99.
Say less, man. Say less.
I got
gonna invite
the righteous forsaken.
Oh, you guys want A7 back? Because I'm kind of.
Well,
it's up to y'all.
My patience is running thin at this point. I'm willing to give.
I can conversate with him. I got some patience.
Patience.
You know
was that running thin? Man, I never thought I'd see this day.
You couldn't tell?
No, Hunter has actually these past few months. There's been times where he's low key going off,
bro.
Yeah, this man is
Hunter was an innocent man before he talked with Muslims.
Sure was. Before he started.
This guy used to be laughing with Ijaz Ahmed in the same clubhouse call and saying, "Yeah, man, I cannot contest this view." And now it's just like, no, I'm not having it. I'm not having it.
Logic is a bad influence on Hunter.
I think one time he said the N-word.
Whoa.
Look,
This
and
way,
we're,
folks.
I'll just kidding.
that's how I get canceled. Just because of crap like that.
I'm just kidding. I'm
What
just
about
kidding.
Look, and somebody's gonna clip that too. But like, see, you know, brother, even admits it.
Guys, this is not Clubhouse. This is YouTube. This is out in public.
This is recorded live.
Yeah,
This whole part,
is-
right,
guys.
gonna be cut
All right,
anyway.
everything in T is getting canceled now. So stay
Listen,
put.
this is on the internet forever. That will never go away.
See, look, they done already
Nah,
took down
bro.
my camera and everything. I can't even showcase.
See, that's tough.
It's
That's
censor.
All right, A7.
All right, man.
coming up
A7,
out.
man. Come tell us how Jesus is a Muslim, man.
Okay, what's up?
If you kick me again, you guys can have a great rest of your day. If I'm not gonna be able to explain myself and talk, you see what I'm saying?
If
It's
you
just like
continue to
that.
be rude, you will be kicked. If you
I
talk
have not
over
been
people,
rude.
you will
I
be
have not
kicked.
been rude.
If you do not follow the rules of decorum on my stage, you will get the boot. So please understand respect. Your
Okay,
life.
so
Wait,
for-
brother
for-
Logic,
for Logic-
recognize what he just said. He said, "I have never been rude. I have never been rude." Those were
For
his exact
Logic-
same words. I'm sorry, Az. Was it Hunter who was while I was reading? Was it Hunter who was
Bruh.
interrupting me while I was speaking? Was it Hunter who continually called us pagans in the back chat?
That's mad. I ain't gonna lie.
You guys
You
done?
cook, buddy.
No, bro, we're just getting started. Don't even
Just
test
getting
it.
started, man. So
okay,
before
no,
you
let's do
unleash and
this.
unlock anything, tell us how Jesus is a Muslim. Don't ask any questions. Prove your case. How is he
I
a
just
Muslim?
want to make one statement before I begin. For all the viewers watching, watch how they try to kick me as soon as they get proven wrong. This is not truth seekers. These are people that are scared of the truth.
Isn't it mad how like you're trying to say, bro, like you didn't even get to start yet. You're just trying to gear up people that already believe in what you believe, that
He's
if
a prophet.
they do something that I don't like, just know that it was because I beat them, guys. Yeah.
He's a
We didn't even
prophet.
say anything yet.
He
We
literally
haven't
said
even
he
said
was
What we
anything.
call
He's a
poisoning the
prophet.
well. That's what
He
it is.
said he said that he was gonna get kicked before he can even start because and he got kicked. That's crazy.
Like, bro, just
I'm gonna get kicked before I even start because I'm going to slander everyone in the room before I do what was asked of me. Audu billah, I am a prophet.
like, bro, seriously, just all you had to do was just come up here, present your case, and you didn't even have to say all that to start off with. You could have just proven us wrong, and that would have shut us up by itself.
Yep.
But
Facts.
couldn't even do it. That's why you have to have this mob mentality. You want everybody on your side. Watch what's going to happen. Because if it happens, it shows that you're right. And that means all of a sudden you're right about everything. No, that's not how it works. You're just being dumb at this point. So since you're being dumb, we can be done. That's how it's going to be.
Embarrassing. Bars. All right, guys.
Let's go.
We're gonna wrap up. We're gonna wrap up. I want to go around the panel. Starting with you, Sig. Where can everyone find you if they want to listen to you, watch a lot of your stuff?
Hold on.
And things of this nature. Where can we find you, man?
If you want to help me, if you want to help us build this community and things of that nature, make sure you follow me on Twitch and consider subbing. I'm not asking, just consider subbing to the thing. I have a YouTube channel now. It's this account that you see here. Okay. You can also find some of my content on Circo Films. Show love everywhere we go. We also have a TikTok. We're trying to get that to 10K now. We're trying to grow this little community of people that are sick of tired of seeing Kais in that videos. Okay. And I said what I said, yeah. But if anyone else wants to follow that content, just make sure you head over to Twitch. Make sure you give a follow and consider something to the thing. Thank you very much.
All right. Hunter Bailey, where can we find you, man, and get some potential content that you've never made?
Man, I just lit a lot of stuff today, man. What you talking about? Anyways, Avery heard talking smack again. Now, I'm just Avery's my brother from another mother. Yeah, so my name of my YouTube channel is called Everything NT, which stands for Everything New Testament. You can find me on YouTube, literally at youtube.com at Everything NT. E is capitalized, NT is capitalized. You can also find me in places like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. I also have a Twitch account. I now have a TikTok to where I'm slowly trying to grow all that up, trying to get this thing going. Everything NT is the name of it. You can also go and find me on my website, everythingnt.org, where if you have any questions or you want to get in touch with me or you want to get involved or you want to help out in any way, shape, or form, You can find me at everythingnt.org, but mainly at my platforms on YouTube. So share the love and go check it out and subscribe if you haven't already. And I love to see you guys there so that we can help grow the community, so that we can help grow others. That's ultimate the basis.
It's community. Grow the
community, man.
community.
Grow the community, man. Grow the community. I don't care what you man say, man. Grow the community. Grow the community, man. That's what we're doing, man. That's it.
There you go.
Black Doctor, where can people most find you, man?
Yo, y'all can find me on you can find me on YouTube. It's the same channel, The Black Doctor. You can find me on TikTok at Black Doctor 21. You can find me on Instagram. And if you want to support the channel, if you want to support me, you can find me on my Patreon. You can sub there. I have multiple tiers, some really awesome stuff for you. So I also have a merch store. Don't really put much stuff up there, but I also have a merch store. Just find my link tree, find my channel. You can get access to all that other stuff. We gonna do some good stuff coming up.
Oh, it just makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense, man.
Amen. Now DJ doesn't have anything. He just be hanging out with us, trying to make the panel look cool.
That's all you gotta do.
DL, you have a YouTube channel, right, or no?
Yeah, I do. It's same name, Prophets Republic, just like it is in Clubhouse, and just reactivated it. Everybody's begging me to start doing some things, so we might do that. I might take some of my info and start dumping it into some PowerPoints and do some presentations.
Amen.
Build the community.
Come on, build the community, man. Build the community. You know what I'm saying?
Community.
Come on, build that community, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah, try to do something a little bit more than just apologetics, because we do have a body out there, the body of Christ, that's is ignorant to a lot of the doctrines of the faith. So, we need to diversify a little bit. That's about it. I have, as a matter of fact, I just checked my channel and I have 7 subscribers. So we're moving up.
Hey.
Damn, okay, yeah.
The number of the Lord.
All right. With that being said, amen. With that being said, I appreciate all you brothers for coming up and hanging out. I actually love more of these bigger panels with all of us on here. It's been really fun lately. So keep showing up. I love you guys because you guys give me a break when I feel like going to grab my chicken and stuff. And so you guys can hold it down. I need to figure out a way that where I can do like Clubhouse, mod up someone and leave. That's what I need to figure out and see if I could do that.
Work that out.
All right.
Yeah, we'll work that out. But in the meantime, guys, listen, I'm hearing that we don't even have a 400 likes on the video. Like, what is up? Like, we had over 500 or 400 views, for a long time. So what's going on with that? Let's get the likes up, guys. It helps the algorithm. It helps the video. It helps people see this. If you guys enjoyed this, go ahead, hit that like button. And subscribe to every one of these guys where they just told you guys, please subscribe to their channels. These brothers helped me so much. Hunter, Black Doctor, DJ Sig, they helped me a lot, man. They backed me, with the sources and stuff like that. They helped me out. So it's a whole community out here. All right?
It's a community. I build the community act. Build the community act.
But yeah, the Clubhouse is just as you see it. Their Clubhouse names on here or their YouTube names on here is just like their Clubhouse names on there. We are not different.
Facts, bro.
It's Hunter Bailey on there, Sig, it's DJ Roll, it's for DL, it's DL. DL it's hot or something like that. So, but yeah. With that being said, let's go ahead and wrap this up, guys. Thank you for the people who joined the Patreon today. I saw it. I appreciate you so much. If you guys also want to give to the ministry, if Patreon doesn't work for you, you can use PayPal or Zelle, Venmo, or anything. All my links are in the description, okay? And if you guys want to see highlights of these clips, check out God Logic 2.0, and where the clips and the highlights will be posted. And within a week or so, I will have a link for GL Media, the second channel that will be launched with a lot of the footage that you guys have been waiting on. All right. So with that being said, keep us in your prayers. Pray for each of us who are in the trenches. Pray for our patience and our endurance, our wisdom and our knowledge.
Amen.
That we use the skill that God has given us to bring people to Christ and bring understanding and edification to believers. That's the whole point. All right. I pray for all of you guys. You guys be well mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, and be a blessing to somebody. All right.
All right.
Peace.
Grace and peace.
Peace out.